10 years is a long time. I don't think I'd ever saw myself as doing anything for 10 years. I worked at Painted Lady with a lady called Dawny, who was essentially a tattoo idol of mine. And she ran our studio in such a way that you never wanted to leave. But I had a friend who got diagnosed with terminal cancer. He, being honest, was probably the reason why I wanted to open my own studio. I got really close with him towards the end and just discussing it with him, and he was always taking the mick out of me for not having my own thing. For him, it was a given that that was kind of what you would do. Like, he had aspirations of owning his own business, and it just was something that never crossed my mind. So I think having somebody like him going through all that, telling me that I should do my own thing, was kind of the catalyst, really. I think we settled on the church purely because we were on Church Road, but I think once we found the venue and the name, everything else just kind of followed suit, really. I actually hated the name when we first chose it. We played around with so many different ones, but we just didn't want it to sound corny. 4 years ago, we got to the point where our old studio was so packed, and it was just at that point, post-COVID, I really wanted to expand the studio, but I didn't really understand how to do it on my own. I asked Steph and Kirst what they kind of wanted to do going forwards. Did they want to own a studio? Did they want to do what I did, open a studio? Did they want to stay here? What? I didn't really know their plans, so I was always hoping that they just wanted to stay. And they both said that they didn't want to leave. And I just think that I'd worked with them for so long, and they're such good friends, that it only made sense to bring them in. I feel that the studio where it is now is something I could only dreamed of. And to share it with those guys is something really special, really. But we would only have got there together. One of the things me and Kirst and Steph had always joked about was having somewhere in the countryside. It's like, imagine if we've got somewhere in the countryside where you could walk your dog, or I think we joked about having a horse, and just some other silly ideas. And then once we started looking, we realized that dream actually is kind of achievable. You just have to really pick the right spot. So we went and viewed a few. We actually viewed a church. It didn't have a roof. There was pigeons inside. It was derelict. And then we came and viewed this place, and we really didn't want anything else. So I think we viewed this on the Monday, and we pretty much signed for it on the Tuesday or Wednesday. So it was a done deal. Working amongst such a close group of people, it's really nice to see people come into that. And I think it's one of the special things that we do have in this studio is we are a studio where everyone gets along. We all hang out and we all text each other. We'll all have each other's backs for anything. I've never dreaded coming into, I can't even really call it work. It doesn't feel like work. It's just a place that I attend every day. And I get to see my friends every day. It's weird to have that because you hear people talk about work and it being tough. And I really can't relate. The last 10 years have been amazing. Like, it's let me travel the world. It's let me make amazing connections, friends, best friends. I get to tattoo some great people. The clients are amazing. Like, I don't think that stuff gets enough of a spotlight, is how amazing some of the clients are. In such a hard time in the world at the moment, and lots of people are struggling for many reasons, I feel really blessed that we're in a position where we're all doing okay. And it's kind of nice to have your little safe haven away from all the nonsense and terrible things that get to go on. So if we can keep this place going for another 10 years and just have like a nice place where people can have a bit of solitude. Good?
Yeah,
Good. Sounds good.
I think there's a lot to unpack,
Yeah.
but brilliant.
Good.
If you're happy, I'm happy.
I don't think I can talk about my dad. I wanted to. Well, he lent me the money to get the studio going. It's hard to talk about. He was in a position then not really to be lending out money. He'd lost his own business and he was working nights, and he was like absolute grafter, working all the hours just to pay bills. But he was always there to help out, I think, when we really needed it. So he gave me that small little loan, and then that enabled this place to open. I don't think we would be where we are today without him. It was such a big part of the studio. He used to come in all the time, make himself an absolute nuisance. Seeing how excited he used to get about the shop, he really kind of, I think, lit the fire under my bum a little bit. None of this would exist had he not taken that little leap of faith. So yeah, he was a good guy. I paid him back. You can keep that, eh?